I do, I'm a junior search and social media specialist. So social media, you're all familiar with, but search is a little bit different. And so one of the reasons I wanted to work at a marketing agency getting out of college was because at an agency, you get to work with a lot of different clients and a lot of different people. And I feel like coming right out of school, not really sure exactly where you want to be in marketing, could be a great experience for you to really find your path and what you like the best. So Humber, and what helped the most? First of all, OCMC, 100%. A lot of you that are in this photo collage that I made up, you're in the crowd here today. Definitely help with my presentation skills, I'd like to think. I don't know, you can let me know after this presentation how I did. And then, of course, through that, I got this social media internship, thanks to Christina. Made this collage, ended up getting a new logo made up for the OCMC Facebook and Twitter pages. A lot of what I learned, I was able to speak to when I was interviewing for the job that I have currently. And also, aside from the networking that I got to do, meeting everybody, and what I learned through presenting, just getting to know people. When I moved here, I lived off campus. I never lived on res or anything like that. I just kind of came to class and went home afterwards. Being a part of OCMC, I actually met people that I'm friends with, and it was an amazing experience and something that made me feel a part of Humber that I never felt before. I just kind of came and went after class, that kind of thing. This is a really great experience, and I know it's already passed, but if you know anyone that is in the other semesters that can do it, I highly recommend it. It's a fantastic experience. And then internet marketing. Sometimes I feel like I could have come to Humber and just done internet marketing because that's one of the classes I talked about so much during my interview. I'm in search and social. So social, of course, but search is all through Google AdWords and Google Analytics. And in my interview, being able to say that I've already completed those tests was huge, and just being able to talk to some of the lingo that's included in it definitely helped so much. Now, for some job search tips. So, I say have a million people look at your resume. Definitely not that many, but have a lot of people look at your resume. And save each of those versions on your computer. I had my boyfriend look over it, a friend who's in finance, someone who took HR, a friend who works at Shopify. Just so many people look at it, and they all come back different. And then, to your best judgment when you're applying for jobs, you have to customize it for each kind of job that you're looking for. If you're applying for something that's a little bit more creative, you're going to want a creative thing on there. If you're looking for something more analytic, maybe not have a crazy, wow, bedazzled resume, but having more people look at it, the better it's going to get, and the more you can fine-tune it to make it perfect. And include a cover letter. A lot of the times applying online can be so simple. When I was in school, I was applying to 5 jobs a day because there's a couple clicks and you can send your resume in. However, a lot of the times they say cover letter optional. I'd highly recommend that you take the time to make a cover letter and personalize it, of course, to that job. And as mentioned before from previous presenters, research the company. Going into your interview, they're definitely going to ask you, so what do you know about us? And if you have nothing to say and you're just like, oh, you're a marketing agency, that's not a great sign. Come prepared, do your homework. You know, this is a job. If you're going to study for a test, you should be studying for a job interview as well. Always follow up. Follow up the same day with the email thanking the people who interviewed you. That's definitely something you have to do. And have questions prepared. This was something I don't think I was doing very well when I was first started looking for a job. I wouldn't really have any questions prepared, just my usual ones I asked at the end always. But I'd have at least 5 to 6 prepared just about the company, about the job, because some of them are going to get answered during the interview as well. Just show that you're interested and you've actually done your homework and you want to know more about the position. And then also know what's going on in the marketing world. You would never go into a job interview, say, at a music company, and if they ask you, who's your favorite artist right now? And you're like, Carly Rae Jepsen, because I like her song Call Me Maybe, because it's catchy. And that's not good. You clearly aren't passionate or know what's going on in the music industry. And it's the same thing for the marketing industry. You're going to be asked in an interview, what's your favorite campaign going on right now and why? And you should know, and you should have reasons why, and you should also maybe mention one that they did, which could be a part of your research. And you could also mention one that's maybe controversial right now or that you don't like. Like there's a whole Kendall Jenner thing going on right now with the Pepsi one that got pulled. You could talk about that. And just getting in and talking about that, showing that you're passionate, they're really going to pick up on that, and they're going to like that and know that you're interested in the field. And then this is something one of my friends said to me when I was going through all these interviews and not getting anything. So this is something to keep in mind. If you got an interview, that means you meet the job requirements on paper. So that's good. Now, the interview is your opportunity to showcase your hard work and kind of brag about what you've done in school and how well you've done, and talk about OCMC and what you did there and what you learned. And it's opportunity to showcase your personality. They're bringing you into the interview to see if your personality is a fit for the company. So remember that when you're going in, and have that confident mindset that they may be interviewing 5 other people, but your 5 are all relatively the same on paper. And so it's your opportunity to go in there and wow the person with your personality. Someone might even have, a university degree and you could have a college diploma, but if you're both being brought in for an interview, the person with the degree could have a really boring personality and you could have the awesome personality and completely win them over. So just keep that in mind when you're going in for interviews, because if you've got the interview, you're good. It's just your time to shine now.